Hey fight fans, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible career of Dustin Poirier, one of the most respected and beloved fighters in MMA history. With his upcoming bout against Max Holloway, set to be his final walk to the Octagon, we're taking a look back at Poirier's journey, why he's decided to retire after this fight, and why this matchup with Holloway is the perfect send-off. Make sure you stick around to the end. This is a story you don't want to miss. Dustin Poirier has officially announced that his upcoming fight against Max Holloway, scheduled for July 19th in New Orleans, will be the final time he steps inside the Octagon as a professional fighter. It's a moment that feels bittersweet for fight fans, but it's also a moment that truly brings Poirier's incredible career full circle. Born and raised in Lafayette, Louisiana, Dustin Poirier's journey is the ultimate testament to resilience, heart, and evolution inside the cage. From his early days scrapping on the regional circuit to headlining massive pay-per-view events for the UFC, Poirier has built a legacy that few can match. He turned pro at just 17 years old, with little more than raw talent and determination. It didn't take long for the UFC to take notice. Poirier made his UFC debut in 2011, stepping in on short notice against Josh Grisby. At the time, Grisby was a highly touted prospect, but Poirier dismantled him with a dominant unanimous decision victory. From that moment, it was clear that Dustin wasn't just another fighter. He was a problem. Over the years, Poirier's career has been defined by thrilling wars, highlight reel finishes, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. He's fought and beaten some of the biggest names in MMA history: Justin Gaethje, Eddie Alvarez, Max Holloway, Conor McGregor, just to name a few. His first fight with Gaethje, in particular, is often cited as one of the greatest fights in UFC history.
A lot in your career, and I feel like I'm gonna have to live with tonight for the rest of my life. I worked 14 years of mixed martial arts to get here, 41 fights, and I just gotta get home and see what's next.
A brutal back-and-forth war that ended with Poirier getting the finish. That fight symbolized everything about who he is: gritty, durable, and capable of digging deep when it matters most. In 2019, Poirier captured the UFC Interim Lightweight Championship by defeating Max Holloway in an epic 5-round battle. That victory was a crowning achievement, years of hard work culminating in UFC gold. Although he would later fall short against Khabib Nurmagomedov in an undisputed title unification bout, the respect he earned was universal. He wasn't just a fighter, he was a warrior that fans rallied behind. Poirier would continue his run at the top, famously defeating Conor McGregor twice. First by TKO at UFC 257, then again after McGregor suffered a freak injury at UFC 264. Those wins propelled Poirier into the global spotlight and secured his place among the sport's elite. But even as he racked up accolades, the grind was always taking its toll. Poirier has been remarkably open about the sacrifices required to stay at the top. The brutal training camps, the injuries, the emotional roller coaster that comes with fighting at the highest level. It's the kind of lifestyle that leaves its marks, both physically and mentally. And that's what led us to this moment. At 35 years old, Poirier knows the window doesn't stay open forever. Speaking about his decision, he mentioned that fighting has been the center of his life since he was a teenager. Now, he's ready to lay his gloves down on his terms, in his home state, against a fighter he deeply respects. July 19th will mark not just the end of an incredible career, but a celebration of it.
I do feel the pressure. I know I won't get another shot at this undisputed belt, most likely, and all those things are on my mind throughout training camp. But when fight week comes around, I'm in the moment, cutting weight, repping out these interviews. It's kind of cruise control.
And what better opponent to share that moment with than Max Holloway? Max Holloway, the Blessed One, is one of the most beloved and decorated fighters in UFC history himself. The former featherweight champion has long been regarded as one of the best strikers the sport has ever seen. Holloway holds records for the most significant strikes landed in UFC history and has been involved in some of the most memorable fights of the past decade. His rise to greatness saw him defeat the likes of Jose Aldo twice, Brian Ortega, and Frankie Edgar. His epic wars with Alexander Volkanovski have become legendary, even though he narrowly lost 2 extremely close decisions. Holloway's style, a relentless, high-volume striking assault mixed with ironclad durability, makes every fight he's in must-watch television. What makes this matchup so special is that these two men have history. As mentioned, they first fought in 2012, back when both were still relatively unknown young prospects. Poirier won that first meeting by submission in the first round, but both fighters have evolved immensely since then. In fact, their careers have almost mirrored each other, both rising through setbacks, both developing into champions, and both earning the respect of fans and peers alike. Now, with Max Holloway currently holding the BMF, Baddest Mother F, title, a belt that symbolizes grit, toughness, and the fighting spirit. It's the perfect prize to put on the line for Poirier's farewell. This isn't just another fight. It's two veterans, two former champions, stepping into the cage to give everything they have left. Not for rankings, not for a title shot, but for legacy. It's about honor, respect, and the culmination of two incredible careers that have been intertwined for over a decade. The stylistic matchup promises fireworks. Poirier's powerful, precise boxing against Holloway's fluid, relentless volume striking.
I'm in that third round where I got hit with a couple good shots and I was hurt. And I looked at Max and he started throwing a lot of volume. It hurt me some more. And I felt like the fight was slipping away, man, but I dug down. I said, if I'm going to go out, you got to put me all the way out. And I hit him with some good shots. I had him hurt. The rounds were back and forth. I didn't know what was going on.
Poirier's devastating counters versus Holloway's suffocating pace. Both men are known for their toughness, their heart, and their refusal to back down. There's every reason to believe this will be one of the most memorable fights of the year, maybe even of all time. And when it's all said and done, when the final bell rings in New Orleans, Dustin Poirier will lay his gloves down in the Octagon, not as just another fighter retiring, but as a legend. A fighter who made his dreams come true through sheer will, who inspired millions, and who gave us some of the greatest moments in MMA history. Life after fighting marks the beginning of a new, uncharted chapter for Poirier. A chapter he knows will bring its own set of challenges. After dedicating well over half his life to the grind and glamour of mixed martial arts, finding a fresh sense of purpose is as daunting as it is inevitable. Yet, Poirier isn't stepping into this transition empty-handed or without a plan. Over the years, he has wisely invested his time, energy, and resources into building multiple business ventures outside the cage. One of his standout successes is his hot sauce brand, which has captured the hearts and palates of fans far beyond the fight community, and his philanthropic efforts through the Good Fight Foundation have made a significant impact, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars to support underserved communities. His off-the-canvas endeavors highlight his foresight and commitment to leaving a legacy that transcends his achievements in the Octagon. While nothing will ever fully replicate the electrifying rush of fight night, the roar of the crowd, the palpable tension, and that surge of adrenaline, Poirier has been vocal about his intention to remain connected to the sport he loves. He plans to keep training, mentoring young fighters, and exploring opportunities in coaching and commentary. This continued involvement ensures that even as he steps away from active competition, his passion, influence, and indomitable fighter spirit remain integral to the MMA landscape. Fighting is woven into his very identity, and in transitioning to this new arena, Poirier is determined to channel that same relentless drive into inspiring future generations and supporting the sport from the sidelines. On the other side of the Octagon stands Max Holloway, a fighter whose storied career continues to captivate fans worldwide. Already acclaimed as one of the greatest featherweights in the history of the sport.
This guy would have died in here if Herb Dean wouldn't have stopped it. This guy has no quit in him, and I respect that 100%. But I got to say one thing. This is my 20th fight in the UFC. I've been close to the mountaintop. I've been knocked down, and I've climbed back over and over again, 2 different weight classes. And I would never stand right here.
Holloway's impressive track record is a testament to his technical precision, unwavering consistency, and remarkable resilience. Whether it's his record-setting striking stats or his memorable battles against the elite of the division, each performance has cemented his status as a living legend of MMA. Regardless of the outcome on fight night, Holloway is poised to further build upon his storied resume. Facing a rival like Poirier, another fighter who has redefined what it means to compete at the highest level, is bound to elevate the stakes, ensuring that this fight will not only be a clash of titans, but a historical moment in the sport. At its core, this matchup is a celebration of everything that makes mixed martial arts so compelling. It's a meeting of two warriors driven by more than just the desire to win. It's a profound expression of respect and passion for the sport. Both fighters approach the cage not out of anger or mere ambition, but out of a genuine love for the game. Their rivalry is intertwined with a deep mutual respect that highlights the pure essence of competition, a blend of beginnings, endings, and the journey that lies between. As fans, we're invited to witness a bout that isn't simply about victory or defeat, but about the culmination of lifetimes dedicated to martial arts. With July 19th fast approaching, anticipation builds as both fighters prepare to etch another memorable chapter in MMA history. Whether it's through Poirier's graceful exit from active competition or Holloway's pursuit of further greatness, the fight stands as a true tribute to the sport. One that pays homage to decades of unforgettable moments and promises to deliver a breathtaking finale. And there you have it, Dustin Poirier's incredible run, coming to a close against one of his toughest and most respected rivals. No matter what happens on fight night, Poirier's legacy is already set in stone. If you're as excited for this fight as we are, smash that like button and let us know in the comments, what's your favorite Dustin Poirier moment? If you like this video, you will also like what YouTube is recommending right now. Don't forget to subscribe for more MMA deep dives and fight breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.